Okay, yo, what's up? So we back with a little 3v3 guide, maybe some commentary on some games. Cause I got some Gladiator title now, a new Glad as Holy Priest. So I thought I would make a little video regarding that. Cause a little things have changed since the last 3v3 guide, like 2 months ago I think it was. So, as you know, this season is got a lot of corruption in it. So with corruption, you're probably wondering what's the best for Holy Priest? It is, of course, haste. Haste, amps, and racing pulse. I go for more haste amps, but racing pulse is still good. So what we want to do is just stack as much haste as we can. I have 55 flat right now. So in the last video, there was like spirit of what is it? Spirit of preservation. Using this major into like some rogue mage teams and stuff. Since our greater heals are that fast, we don't actually need that anymore. We can just press greater heal. So there's that. So I have my gear, I have one right now. I have a 12% haste stamp. Actually I have three. I have three 12% haste stamps. I would have 5, but I couldn't fit it in. I didn't have enough echoes for the week rotated. And so forth. I have a racing pulse. I have 2 racing pulse. One's a 35 corruption and one's a 20. So that's like 2k. That's around like 2k a proc of racing pulse, which is good because it procs pretty often. So I have 55% flat with all these haste stamps that I have on right now. It's not that it can get way higher, but it'll never be any less than 1.9 my greater heals with this gear on. So that's good. So my haste gear that I use in arenas to do 3s looks like this. So it's pretty much the same thing, just my trinkets changed a bit. Now for essences, I try to use vitality as much as I can, major, but in 3s you tend to go because it's a lot of dampening games. So a lot of the time you'll be using Memory of Lucid Dreams instead, especially into like double melee cleaves. Like say versus like DH warrior or like DK something, like you'll go because you're healing a lot more than usual. Rather than like say versus rogue mage, then you'll go vitality because you're gonna need it to get the heals off a lot faster. And the games aren't usually as long with rogue mage, so you don't tend to not go as much. So yeah, vitality as much as you can if you can. You can try it. I mean, if you're doing 3 session and you're killing the same team over and over, you can just try either one, whatever one feels best for you. But generally, it's memory and vitality major. I don't really go anything else. I have artifact of time minor. I have spirit of preservation minor. This is only for the corruption resistance. It's not really. I don't usually press it unless it's like on a flash heal proc. And then down here that you can't see because my camera is covering it is conflict of strife. So it's just those 3 there, and then either lucid dreams or vitality. And for talents, generally it looks like this all the time. Greater fade, greater heal, never change those. Trinket always pretty much. All these talents are the same as last time. Concentration instead of Ray of Hope, I think I was running last time. So concentration, unless you're versing like something that can't get Holy Woods off or can't purge, so or like for example you're versing like a CC cleave like jungle. So against jungle, I will go Holy Wood, and if they're playing with disc, which they usually are, I will just try and range the disc so he can't purge it off me. And the comp I play is 2 Destro Warlocks. So if I'm standing out in the open, the disc has to come towards me to purge me, so he'll be in the open as well, and then that makes him vulnerable to get killed. So pretty much concentration every time, unless yeah, it's like a CC comp that can't spell steal like Rogue Mage. I wouldn't run Holy Word. What else is there to talk about? I don't even know. That's pretty much it, honestly. Comps, I'm running double Destro. Double Destro is probably like one of the best comps you can run right now, as you know. Like Destro Holy Priest at 2s is like broken. So you play double Destro in 3s with Holy Priest, you can get away with it. It's not easy. It's not as easy as like playing another healer spec, but we are Holy Priest, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Go take what we can get. So double Destro is what it is. Mage Destro is still good. I think if you get a lot of haste, you can get away with playing more comps. But They're still probably the best. I wouldn't queue anything other than Warlock in 3s. It's just not worth it, you know? And basically what you try and do is stand in the open, back of the room, try and pull people out to kill you. So I have some videos here I can play to show you. If I can find it. Hold up, I'm trying to pull it up. Okay. $33, boom, this should be it, right? Okay, so, we have some games here. This is just Warrior, Demon Hunter, Resto Druid. So I'm running Lucid Dreams here because it's a double melee, they're going to do like a lot of damage. This was like towards the end of our queue session too, it's like 5 hours in, it was really dampened. I was dampened IRL. But what I try and do is just sit at the back, so if they want to try and kill me, they have to go past the double warlocks, and that puts them vulnerable because the healer's probably back here in stealth. The rest of druid. We're all just standing in the open, none of us really go on a pillar. So double warlock, there's a lot of coils and like stuns and fucking infernal stuns. There's just a lot of damage, you know how warlocks are, and they're tanky, which makes it like, that's why it's better than lock mage right now, I think. So Druid's trinketed already, treated the fear into a seduction, wall bolting, dark soul, wall. So what you want to do is, when they're dark souling, you never want to MC them, like MC anyone really, because they have the opportunity to one shot them. And if you MC them, you might fuck it up and MC their chaos bolts and stuff. So the enemy team just runs behind a pillar when we dark soul, which is fine because that's expected. And the thing is, when one of your warlocks, or like say you're playing a warlock, when he uses dark soul, the enemy will usually try and run, right? So when they're trying to run, what you need to do is go and like walk back towards your side of the map and drink to get mana, right? Because they have two options. They can either run out and stop you from drinking, and they get hit with the Chaos Bolt damage from Demon Soul, Dark Soul, whatever it's called, or they line and you get a full drink. So you like it's a win-win situation if you drink when your Warlock's Dark Souling. I mean, if you can, of course. So the Druid's mana is like almost half. We're winning mana war. I have Lucid to keep me ahead. I'm 80% mana right now. Still have Symbol to get some mana back. I can also drink whenever because they have no pets to stop me. Usually it's harder to get drinks if it's like you're playing against a Warlock team and they have pets on you. It's like following you, stopping you drinking. That's why you have the double Warlock to banish the pets. So yeah, I can't do that. So basically, we're just doing the same thing over and over again. I think this is just a mana game, honestly. They can't really go me either because if they go me, they have to deal with double chaos bolts and damage that they can't stop. And I'll just leave it long enough before they can kill me. Or the druid will and the druid will also be getting free CC from my warlocks because there's no one on the warlocks to stop them because they're on me. And then that makes the druid vulnerable to get killed as well because I will just walk back into the back of the room and the druid has to cross the map. Where he can get stun coiled and just killed one shot by the warlocks. So it's the same thing, coil, they coil, I stun off whenever I have it up. I can smite a lot because I have a lot of haste, so I get my stun up pretty frequently. So this goes on for a while, I think. Oh, spoiler. Spoiler alert. Okay, the druid's almost soon. We have Dark Soul up. I think this is where we get the kill. So druid's near I'm 60%. I have Lucid coming up in 30 seconds, so get some more juicy mana back with that. Triple Shadow Fury behind the pillar. When they're lining like this on a pillar, one Warlock goes one side and the other goes the other side, so there's no way for them to line both at the same time. The wheel walls, but the druid's interfere, and it's just not enough. And he dies. So a lot of games are like that. Unless it's like a CC heavy comp, then it's a bit different. But it's pretty much the same. Um, 56. There's another game here I wanted to look at. So people wanted me to make a video to like melee on me, killing me. And it's hard for me to get that because I like higher rating. You don't really verse like in twos. You don't really verse double melee. It's always like healer DPS or like rogue mage even. If it's gonna be double DPS. But so I thought I'd make a video to melee, hunter is like jungle cleave, training me. And when you're playing with in threes, this is what you have to do. So what I'm gonna do here is I think we fought this team a couple of times already, and I know they try to kill me. So I'm just gonna sit back in the room. So if I sit back here, if I sit back in the room, they have to come all the way out here to kill me, right? And if my warlock's sitting here, and just in front of this pillar on my side, the disc priest, he has to come forward to heal his team because they're gonna be in the room, right? Killing me. And that puts the disc vulnerable for CC and damage, and ultimately, you know, healing on whoever they're killing. So Druid's in stealth, just fighting disc, hunter till he opens. Druid opens on me here, double, like triple bleeds me. That's how I know they're gonna go me. So Druid's all the way back here. I stun him in the room. He trigger walls, so he knows. This is really bad for them to fight, especially like this way. He tries to find my warlocks. Double coil. His priest has rapture up. He tried the pet actually, the warlock pet. So they're trying to kill me, right? They're trying to be offensive on me. He's full bleeding me, but they just can't. There's too much pressure going out on them, so now they have to run. This gets really low here, so they're using all their cooldowns like really frequently in a row. They just can't get any pressure out of me because if I'm playing back here, they can't actually stop the damage. You know, they have to keep peeling, running back. I think yeah, he just dies here. So their plan there isn't that great. So when you verse double DPS, this is what you pretty much do. If you're versing double DPS and you're the Holy Priest and they're trying to kill you, you need to sit back as far as you can in the open. Don't sit on the pillar and try to run around the pillar, because if you're playing with double caster, which it should be, then they're not going to be able to get damage off on you, on the enemy. And you're going to still take the damage from double melee anyway, right? So, yeah, you just need to sit in the open. Let the warlocks or your warlock mages do what they do. And, yeah. So that is pretty much it. I'm still doing twos. If you wanna watch me do twos and threes, maybe you can come watch me on my Twitch channel. I'm live every day. Twitch.tv/RossiXX. It'll be in the description anyway. But if you have any more questions or any more video ideas you want me to make, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helps. And yeah, I'll see you later. So peace.